Hello. So generally I talk about children, things related to children, but today I have come with something else for to be parents, already parents, or couples in specific. So people around you generally wait for just 1 year after your marriage, the day you mark your first wedding anniversary. Almost everybody directly or indirectly starts asking you, okay, so when is the happy news, so how long will we have to wait, so what are the plans, and the list goes on. But nobody ever asks the husband, are you ready to expand your family? Nobody ever asks the wife, are you prepared mentally, emotionally, physically, to invest the whole of yourself in raising up another human being? All you see in online on social media are the themed baby showers, the pregnancy photo shoot, the picture of the little bundle of joy or the prince or the princess, and the newborn photo shoot, and all of a sudden the first birthday bash. But there are a lot of things happening in between all this which are much more important and which needs much more attention than all these. So starting with some very few basic things. You can crave for your spouse's presence during your pregnancy. That is completely normal. You can feel, you can sense his smell, the body odor, to be completely awful during pregnancy. That is also normal. I didn't know about it. After your baby is born, when my second one, she's a girl, I was changing her nappy and I found these red tints, blood tints on her nappy, and I completely freaked out. I didn't know that it was very common for girls to bleed, and that is because of the hormones that were transferred from me to her, and it is a common phenomenon in the initial couple of days, if tiny amounts of blood on the nappy. I didn't know about it, nobody told me about it. When my first child was born, he was born in April, and on the day of discharge the doctor said everything is good, all ready to go. You're supposed to feed your baby every 2 hours, and that is the only thing you will have to do. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Every 2 hours in the day I'll feed him. And doctor was like, no, every 2 hours in the day and in the night. So I was like, when am I going to sleep? And the doctor was like, in the next 3 months you are not going to sleep for a stretch more than 2 hours. And I didn't know about it. And trust me, Aryan was born in April, and it was in August that I slept for a stretch of more than 3 hours. But when it came to my second one, Ambel, she's just 4 months old and she has already started sleeping for more than 6 hours. So each child varies, but again, nobody told me about this. And after feeding your child, you're supposed to feed all the movies, the pictures, or whatever resources we have. All you see is, you hold the child like this and you feed the baby. But there are some like 15 to 20 latching positions how the baby attaches to the nipple, and only a certified, educated lactation consultant can tell you about it. Again, nobody told me about all this. Once you fed the baby, you hold the baby upright and you tap on the back so that the burp comes out, and once you hear the burp you put the baby back. Now I used to do this, and in another 5 or 10 minutes the baby used to cry again, and again I was confused. So I didn't know burps were I didn't know that burps were air bubbles which were coming out of the stomach. But after one air bubble has popped, there are chances of another air bubble and another air bubble to come again and again. So you're supposed to hold your baby for at least 15 to 20 or at least 30 minutes, hold them like this so that their tummy is settled and there wouldn't be a colic pain, and the baby will be all happy and will sleep for quite some time. I didn't know about it. So there are a lot of things that people don't really tell you. But if you are equipped with this information, the journey of motherhood is going to be very beautiful. There are lucky ones, without knowing all this also the journey is going to be beautiful for them. There are a few fortunate ones who fall in that category, but I know personally there are the majority of them fall in the other category, where the first 2-3 weeks they go through so much of stress and trauma. They literally have fumes coming out of the ears, not able to figure out what is happening right in front of them. So basically make use of pregnancy classes before even you think of conceiving a baby. Learn yourself what you are going to undergo. Learn yourself what is waiting ahead, what should be expected. So first, I'm here to share a book. The book's name is What to Expect. I think some 20-30 editions have come out because it is such a popular book. You are supposed to read this book when you are expecting the baby. I read it after I had the baby, but even then it was very useful for me. So the book What to Expect, there are a lot of online forums giving awareness classes regarding pregnancy, regarding breastfeeding, regarding a smooth delivery. So I am tagging all of them here along with the video. To name a couple of them are like, there's a birth village in Cochin, there is a Janani support group in Facebook, especially for Malayali mothers. There is this amazing group called Coimbatore Parenting Network. I don't know if we have something similar in Kerala, but this Coimbatore Parenting Network has got the best team of family health coaches, sexuality health coaches, lactation consultants, doctors. They are an amazing team. Again, I'm tagging them. Do follow them and find out, Google local support groups around you, but genuine, certified, credible ones, and see that you and your spouse or your mother or your mother-in-law, whoever is going to help you raise your child along with you, see that you attend the classes along with them, because parenting is one thing where you want one single opinion. You don't want you to think one way is right and your mother to think another way is right and end up in more trouble. So see that you as a family learn about it and then go for it, because with the right amount of information and the right kind of support, it is going to be such a beautiful journey for all of it. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye bye.